Hi again then guys, and welcome to a car review which I certainly wasn't expecting to do today, but for those of you who have already logged into GT Sport, you'll have probably seen that you've been given a new car of course that we were not expecting in this update necessarily. It certainly wasn't part of the silhouettes, but it is a car that we were expecting in general, and that is of course the Gr.4 racing version of the Supra. A new, very interesting choice, certainly a very popular one in Gr.4, considering that currently the only other option is the Toyota 86, which isn't a bad car by any stretch, but I think most people are probably going to go for this one now anyway. So with all of that being said, I guess for those people who maybe missed the survey or who didn't complete it, I assume you're not going to get the car. I don't know, that would be unfortunate for those people. As far as acquiring the vehicle, it seems like it might be the only way to get it. It could be a daily prize car, I guess, but I don't think that's been confirmed, so don't take that as gospel. It's not available in the dealership, so it has no price, and as far as I know, it's probably not going to be in the mileage exchange either, although that's TBD, of course, once again. But what we do know about the car is, of course, that it's Gr.4, it's got the real-world livery, it's got just under 400 horsepower, well over 400 pound-feet of torque, and it weighs 1,380 kilos. So maybe for those who have not logged into the game or haven't driven the car yet, what can you expect from it? In short, is this a good new car? Because the road-going version of the new Supra is very good. It's good for what it is, you can use it for earning money in the game. Of course, I did a cash cow tune for that in N300. It's got a lot of range, a lot of use. It reminds me quite a lot actually of the new TVR Griffith in terms of the looks and the performance. In terms of this one, I did not do any tuning to it at all for this review. I just put it straight into a highest possible difficulty custom race on Spa, just a quick 10-minute run to see what it felt like, to see how easily it moved up the grid. And as you can see, pretty easily. I won the race without any hassle at all, and of course it's against the AI, but even then some cars do struggle occasionally, and this vehicle feels great, I have to say. Usually I like to add a little bit of tuning myself to a car, even if it's just something small like downforce or reducing the camber. But in the case of this one, it feels fantastic, straight out of the box. Now, it's got a slight hint of oversteer. In other words, you can kick the tail out a little bit if you power on the throttle, of course, early out of a corner, but most of the time, it has plenty of grip, even on hard tyres, being pushed reasonably quickly around Spa with moderate downforce, and as I said, no actual tuning done to it beyond what they've already done. So it's not too surprising that the car is going to be good. Of course they're going to make it good in the game, and of course it's going to be good in comparison to the road car, because that's already a great base to work from. I mean, breaking news, Supra makes good race car. Not exactly earth-shattering news to hear, is it? But I do find it interesting that we're going to have this alternative choice to use in the game. It's a car which feels very well balanced. I think a ton of people are going to be using this. It will be interesting to see how this integrates into the Nations Cup stuff and like manufacturer series stuff. Will it replace the 86 for most people? Will it officially replace that car? Because now we've got a couple of different variations of the Supra. We've got this one, we've got the other racing version, we've got the road car, of course. We've even got like FT1 variations which preceded this. So it's a pretty wide array of a very similar vehicle in loads of different forms. The only thing that we're missing is now a rally car, and that wouldn't surprise me if they added that as well to replace the 86 yet again. So it's a great occasion for Supra fans, but for 86 fans, it's definitely getting overshadowed piece by piece. In terms of my feedback and thoughts and first impressions about the car though, I really like it. I actually like this one perhaps more than the road car in terms of how it handles. It feels very good. It has a suitably touring car kind of vibe, which is not at all surprising for Gr.4. A lot of them feel like BTCC and GT24 style machines, which is essentially what many of them are, the Scirocco very literally. But this one, it feels great. It's a cool new addition. I love the fact that they added it, you know, as this out of the blue little prize just for doing a questionnaire in effect, and I like the fact that it's in addition to the update as well, because if this was part of those 7 cars that are arriving this week, then it would be cool, but it would be expected. We'd have already known that. Whereas, in effect, it means that we're getting at least 8 cars this month instead, which is cool. So in short, if you don't have the car, if it has not been gifted to you, you know, it could be an error in the game, you know, if you've done the questionnaire and still don't have the car, I guess, but for most of us, I believe we have been given the car today. If not today, probably pretty soon. If you didn't do the questionnaire, then I guess it's tough luck, probably. I don't see any other current way of getting it, with the only possible light at the end of the tunnel being if you do win it as a daily spin, which I don't even know if that applies. I guess somebody will find out soon enough if you can win it, but for me so far I cannot confirm that. So ultimately, 394 horsepower stock, 433 pound-feet of torque, 1380 kilos, and no price tag. Pretty interesting addition to the Group 4 category. So, of course, tell me your thoughts down below. My first thoughts are that I like the car very much and it feels great, and I certainly look forward to tuning it as well, and I might even do a tune setup of some kind for it here on the channel in the coming days, but we'll have to wait and see. But overall, that's it for this review. Of course, stick around on the channel for more, especially this week with the 7 new cars dropping, all of which I will be reviewing and tuning as well. And for now, as always, thanks for watching.